YouTube and Android fanatics. Today I wanted to do a review of the Droid Bionic that I have right here and tell you a little bit about what I think about it after having it for a week and the things I like about it, the things that I don't like about it. So let's get started. So I've never been one of those girls to be content with shoes and purses. Hey look, I finally got it. It's been 9 months. I just was the first person in line. It's totally awesome. It has this 4.3-inch screen and this really awesome camera on the front. What do you think? Yes, honey, it's so gorgeous. But look at those over there. They're so cute. Those shoes. Let's go look at them. No, I need a nice powerful phone that has a nice huge screen and a fast processor and ability to connect to all my social networking sites and YouTube and have a great camera. So this does it for me pretty well. The box itself has that, regular Droid form factor with the sleeve that pops out and the familiar eye that's popping out on the box. Inside, it comes with the instruction manuals. You've got your eco charger, now a broken eco charger, and the cord that works between your computer and the phone itself. So to get started with the Bionic, I'm going to show you a little bit about the build. It's a very industrial feel. It's very solid. It's made out of a metal frame. I'm pretty sure this is metal. It doesn't look or feel like plastic. And then it's got a soft touch backing, so it doesn't get all scratched up in your pocket. On the front is a 4.3-inch slab of Corning Gorilla Glass, so you don't have to worry about it getting scratched up, which is awesome because I hate cases and I hate screen protectors. They're not happening. Plus I have girl jeans and I can't, keep jabbing really big heavy things into my pockets. One thing that may be a problem for you is that it's got this lip here. The glass isn't completely mesh and flat. I don't know if there's any way that you can actually see that, but it has a little divot there, and it's a nice trap for lint, so you'll want to blow it out once in a while, or if you have a cleaning cloth, clean that out. So on this side you've got pretty much nothing. It's bare, plain, except for the volume rocker. It's actually pretty thin for a 4G phone. So it's got this little lip here. This is for the camera. On this side here, you've got a mini HDMI port and you've got your charging port. And on the top here, you've got a standard headphone jack and you've also got your power button. I don't really like the location. It's hard to press, but since it is hard to press, it's not easy to turn it on randomly and drain your battery. But what's nice about this particular phone is that with the gingerbread, or maybe it's Motorola's own edition, is that it has pocket detection. So when you shove this thing into your pocket, it turns off. So it should be no problem. On the front here, you've got a VGA camera so that you can do things like Skype and other video calls. On the bottom, you've got capacitive touch buttons. You've got the menu button, the home button, you've got your back button, and the search button, and I really like that layout. It's easy and it's intuitive as well. So starting with the display, it's a 4.3-inch, really nice, bright display. One thing about Motorola, which may be a deal breaker for you, or probably for about 95% of the population won't care, but it's a pen tile display. So it means that it doesn't have that normal line matrix that you see on most displays. HTC is absolutely famous and beautiful for their displays. Samsung has gorgeous displays, maybe not a high pixel density, but it always has that line matrices. Now with the pen tile display, they take out some of the subpixels. So what you end up seeing is kind of a jagged edginess all over the display instead of seeing uniform lines. It kind of looks like a checkerboard configuration, and some people, I've heard that it gives them headaches. Other people just get downright irritated. I get irritated because my phone screen is one of the things that's kind of an escape for me. I can get lost in my own little world and browse the net or watch Netflix, and Netflix on here just looks absolutely horrible. So just keep that into consideration. Other than that, this phone, and getting the rest of it is awesome. It's really fast, it's really zippy. The processor is extremely fast. It's got a TI OMAP 4 processor, so that's clocked at 1 gigahertz. So you shouldn't have any issue with any lag or anything like that. It's just that the pixel aliasing that you'll see, it's which just means you've got some kind of shadowing as you're watching it go by because it's got that pen tile display. The 4G on this phone is really fast. It's awesome to be able to see pages fly by as quickly as they do and not have to sit there on Verizon's paltry 3G network, which everybody knows really sucks. I got the iPhone first thing on the 3G network and I wanted to cry versus what I had on AT&T's. I almost jumped ship and I'm like, no, I've got unlimited data now. I can't do this. And so finally they have awesome 4G phones and everything's great. Now the 4G doesn't seem to drain the battery extremely fast. The phone lasts pretty easily throughout the day with moderate to light usage. Although I would recommend getting an extra battery for this phone because if you are a heavy power user such as myself, I've had to charge it, 3 times a day. It can be quite a bit of a battery hog. One thing that I noticed that if you go under your battery settings, under your pull down menu, if you look at battery use, you can see that cell standby sits there at 39%. And your display is all the way down there at 17%. Now I'm sure you have the pen tile display to thank for that. It doesn't have as many pixels to sit there and light all the time, so it's not going to be as much of a power consumer as a regular line matrix display. But I would think I would take a quicker draining battery any day with a nicer display than something that's really jagged and edgy. Onto the camera, that's a feature that's very important for me since I am a video blogger. Motorola isn't known for their great quality cameras, and same goes for the Bionic. It looks a little bit washed out. I noticed that it has a hard time getting a fix sometimes. I've got an extra battery right here, and I'm going to show you a picture of it up in the side. It takes a while for it to get a fix. Still waiting. There it is. But once it's locked, it seems to stay locked. But you do end up with a little bit of artifacts here and there. And I don't really like that. But when the flash is on, it does tend to look a lot nicer. So flash pictures are not as grainy as ones that aren't with flash, even in pretty decent lighting, which is unfortunate. Especially because Motorola has had a long time, a lot of customer feedback to get with it with their cameras, and they just haven't done that yet. Thanks, Motorola. One thing that Motorola did improve upon, and I've got to give you a thumbs up, Motorola, is that you actually do have a nice macro autofocus now. It was always fixed lens during video, but you had the ability to focus when it was out of video. Now you have no trouble at all, and I'll show you how that works. So I've got my battery again. It's held from decently far away, and if I put it up close, it has no problem at all sitting there focusing. And this phone does come with Android's newest Gingerbread update, so that is a nice feature as well to factor into your decision making here. If you are going to get this phone, I recommend that you get it from Costco. It's $279.99 at Costco, and they give you an awesome package of extra accessories that is, it's got to be at least a $200 value with everything that they give you. And I want to show you some of that. So they give you a docking station here. And on the back, you've got a regular headphone port, and you've got your power jack there. What's unfortunate is it doesn't have an HDMI port. And if you notice, the HDMI port is on the side of the power port there. So when you go to put it into this dock here, you don't have access to your HDMI when it's in the dock. That, of course, you'll have to purchase probably an HDMI dock. That's a little bit of something that's annoying to me, but it's a marketing ploy and I understand it, so whatever. You also have the unit here that is to charge the extra battery that they've given you. That's absolutely awesome. So now I don't have to worry about running out during the day. I can stick this on the charger and have my phone charging overnight and this sitting by itself and pull them both off and take them with me during the day. I'm a student, so I'm a heavy user, especially at school, transferring documents, opening documents, editing, sitting there watching movies when I'm not supposed to be doing that. So what's nice is that you do have simultaneous charging, so you can sit there and plug this one into the port here, and then you can plug the power port into the extra charging station. And so there you go. You know, that's perfect. So extra battery, charged phone, beautiful. They've also decided to include with it the GPS docking station. and you've got your dashboard and windshield mount. And I was a little bit nervous because I thought it's one of those things that you pop it in and it scratches at the phone, and that wouldn't make me too happy with my brand new phone. I'm sure a lot of you would agree. So it comes with this little chassis. You stick it in, and make sure to hold it nice and tight. Then you put it into the station there, and this folds on over. Doesn't scratch the phone, holds it nice in position. It's pretty sturdy, and it looks really lovely while it's in that docking station. As soon as you put it in the docking station, it goes into the GPS mode. It's a nice big screen that you have here. You have the ability to customize which widgets that you want there so that you can access easy apps. And then you can just push the menu button and the exit button there, and it gets out of it and you can see your other screen, so you still are able to access your text messages and such. Another good thing about purchasing from Costco is that they have a 90-day return policy. So as soon as you do that upgrade with your whatever the phone is that you have at the moment to the Bionic, if you wait 90 days, and I'm sure the Vigor will be out within 90 days, you can have the advantage of enjoying this phone for about that 30 days, and then you can go and exchange it for another phone. It doesn't change your contract, it doesn't void your contract. All it does is they let you exchange your phone within the 90 days without any other problems. It's very fast, easy, and I love Costco for it. They seem a little bit resentful, the people at the kiosk, knowing that half the people who go to purchase phones get one to lock into the contract and then later go and exchange it. But hey, it's policy, so what can they do? So that is all I have to say about the Bionic, and I hope you guys enjoyed the review. Please rate, comment, and subscribe. My name is Erica, and have a great day!